Hello everybody, welcome to Bass and Bonsai. Welcome to the show. We are not out on the water or at the range, but we're going to go to the range. So I want you to watch the full video at the range shooting the comp versus the the port versus the comped guns. And then we'll come back and talk about it. Hopefully I found out a way to slow down and we can see the recoil a little more in slow motion. But you'll get my thoughts and everything else. So watch this footage and I'll be back. Okay. Hello everybody. Welcome to the show. If you can see me, good. I'm trying to get back here where we can see all the recoil, but we're going to go with our ported versus our comped. Also comped Shadow Systems. Shadow Systems comp everything. Just do 5 rounds each. The mag tip, 150. Start with continuing on. This is I'll try to get this. Okay, last but not least. That's why I got to get the new ones. This is the last of our 147 grain. I'm just going to throw this in this video. I'll shoot like 2 through each one. I think I got enough. Shoot once, take it out. Finish it off with this guy right here. Sure, I'm gonna just play with this guy right here with these.
got 5 more than 147s. We're going to shoot them through peanut butter. Through this, 2. Well, maybe I can shoot through this.
Okay, as you saw, they all are pretty much flat shooters. Just wanted to show you before, I haven't cleaned anything. I just literally got back. Chiefs did win, beat the Baltimore Ravens. They're going to the Super Bowl. Shows you the timeline depending on when you're watching this video. This girl got dirty. She's a little dirty girl right now. So that's the ported, that's just a $50 barrel from eBay. I didn't even get a chance. I got so excited and just started shooting that I was wanting to try out our other more higher end Zafari Precision ported barrel, but I never did switch it out. I just shot that one, and then we shot this with different ammo, but I really couldn't tell a big difference in the ammo. I couldn't tell a big difference on the firearms themselves other than, and I can't explain exactly why. I think it's just that the irons on this are a little better, because this was I have not shot these enough to figure out point aim on the irons and have not zeroed any of the red dots in, other than this one still should be, I think, close from the last time I shot it, but I have switched out barrels, put the comp back on, so it is probably, everything is a little off, but I was kind of going by that. But as you've seen in the footage, everything's a little bit to the left, and that I think is just because a little to do with me and the fact that none of these have been sighted in yet. This was just going to see what the recoil would be. So really, other than that nastiness there, internally a little bit out here, it's not like too bad. Now I shot almost maybe between 175 to 200 rounds between the three today. And this one ended up being, it's definitely the one you can tell is more so ported than these. You can tell are compensated as far as just, I guess, the feel. It's not really something blowing in your face, but you can just tell. And you guys can tell by some of the fireballs you saw. Like, you can tell you're shooting a ported gun, but it's actually fun. If you've never shot a ported gun, once you get through and start shooting one, then it's just, you kind of get used to what it's doing compared to, but I will say this, that very first shot, I ended up, the footage you won't see because I was holding the pistol just too far in front of the camera and I was too close. You couldn't see. I had to erase all that footage, but man, you could see it made me like, whoa, well, that's a ported gun. Compensated guns, I would say, like, as far as going to the range and shooting, what I would recommend is probably this. It's the cheapest way to get into ported or compensated firearm, in my opinion, and they're just a lot of fun. But as far as if I was going to put this, concealed carry towards a duty type thing, there's no way that I really, as of right now, like, I wouldn't do that. I definitely could, though, with this. This is probably, out of all of them, was probably ended up being my favorite. It just, the way it shot, everything, it just worked good. Of course, this is no slouch. This thing, I mean, I didn't shoot anything that wasn't ported or comp, so I didn't really have that to judge by. But in previous, you know, when I've shot them, you're definitely not going to get anything that matches just the, you know, reduced recoil once you add a comp or ports on your firearm. So for those of you that have watched the channel for other upgrades and stuff we made, that was the first time shooting with this light, and however many rounds, I can't even remember exactly how many went through this thing. The light still functions. It's not bright. Like, I can hold it up, turn it on, and when I turn on these are knockoffs, by the way, in case you're new to the channel, Surefire knockoffs from AliExpress. But when I turn this dude on, like, it just floods out. That little light just is kind of only, you know, minimalistic type thing. The knockoffs definitely seem to, like, I wouldn't be afraid to use it for whatever. So far, I have not had any issues with, none of them have given out. I have one for sure, over 200 rounds. This one, however much I put through it today, and it may have been one of the original black ones that had 100 or 200 rounds on it. But so far, the shooting part of it doesn't seem to wear at all on them. So that is good. And then I realized once I got home, I was just kind of having a baseline shooting this one with this Shadow Systems comp. I realized I didn't even have a light on it, which this light is more or less like not even having a light. This one definitely, you're adding some weight up front. Maybe why I ended up, this is the one I just picked overall. But I would say that this one and this one shoot pretty much the same, and this is a way lighter light out on front. But they all feel very good. But like I mentioned, and it's almost, if you want to stick with the smaller size, the ports definitely let you still, you know, that is completely a Glock 19 size. So if you got a Glock 48 and had it ported or whatever, even a 43 for that matter, whatever, you wanted to stay with that. The minute you add a comp, even some of the newer ones coming out, you're extending out the on almost everything. You're extending out, especially on when you add any of the older comps. The newer ones are coming up and getting shorter and shorter as they go, but you're definitely going to add some length on there. But yeah, definitely happy with the results. If you probably saw, I think it made the footage. I don't know why, just one of the times I loaded this thing up, it just wasn't quite in. I was like, huh? And I think I just bumped it, like barely in it, and then it fired. So I blame that on me. I'm not really blaming it on the firearm and it was just a one little hiccup. But I think that was me. I think I kind of held on too long. I was kind of doing the slingshot thing, but then on the one I just didn't let it slingshot all the way, and it didn't send it home all the way is what I think that was. And then the 100% me repeated malfunction that kept happening was because I kept putting my thumb over here on the slide stop / release, and that is all of the Glocks, the clones or whatever, if they're like right there. And what it is like the minute I start shooting, you would think I could feel that until I'm on. I can't. I don't even realize I'm on it until it's too late. And I've shot however much, and I'm like, oh, it didn't lock open because I'm sitting there, you know, holding it in place with my thumb. That's why for me, the Ghost one that actually moves this up here and has a bump on it is what I'm going to get one of those and try it. And if I'm sure I'll like it, I'm sure it's what'll work, and then I will stick with those on any time I have one of these. I know the Kagworks one, it takes it up and back with a bump on it, but like, it's not the matter of how high I go. I mean, I'm up here high, but it's how far back that is. I end up riding somewhere right in here, and if you look, it just needs to go. If it was up there, I'm sure it would. Or if this just had a big enough bump on it, which I don't want to spend the money to what it costs just to get one with the bump on it and then realized that that didn't help a lot. So I might as well get the one like $18.99 that moves it up and with the bump. And it'll be just enough out of my way. What I try to do is put, let this thumb just kind of hang out. If you guys have ever watched, as you go up and kind of twist lift your elbow up a hair, and then just let this ride on that. And I'm really putting a lot of the force kind of on, it's almost like doing this, so to speak, more so than having a, death grip on the pistol is what I try to do. But this one just always ends up working its way right there. So anyway, you guys comment below. What do you guys think? Do you guys have a favorite working so far? I don't have any favorites. Here's the one. My next video when I go to the range will probably be, I may go ahead and talk myself into firing this guy and seeing it's just a little harder to rack. Everything's a little stouter with this 26. May give it a shot. Definitely going to get the full length grips. Should have the black barrel in for this guy. We've got our true Glock 19X slide. I'll see if I can make myself like this. I already did buy, I've got a, if I decide to have the slide milled, I would get a Delta Point Pro, but I ordered a sight mark. I just I put a offer on the sight mark, mini spec, whatever, the FDE one, and the guy accepted it, so I have it coming. If I don't like this, I'll probably have it milled out, because I'm pretty sure the sight mark and the Delta Point Pro are the same footprint, so I'll maybe put that on that. I haven't decided yet. I may not even mess with that. That one may just be off to the side. I'm definitely liking these two so far. So much so on the grip on all of these that I'm debating on getting rid of this guy. So I haven't decided yet if I want to, the whole thing, if I want to transfer the upper and get another PSA lower, because they're back in stock, the $59 ones anyway. So for $59, I could get another one of these, possibility wait on them to go on sale even again when they go. I'd like to find the full size with the bag for that price for $59, like I did these lowers on the compacts. That was probably the best deal I've gotten on, that's well worth the money. I missed out. They were letting these, they're redoing, in case you guys that don't know, I haven't talked about it a lot, but they redid something on these SWRs or whatever. And so they basically did a little closeout. If you look right now, there's none of these in stock because they've redone something on the machining. They were letting these go for as cheap as $150 with everything but the barrel, or like $200 with the several different barrel configurations. I should have bought a couple more of those, because I do like that. That's probably my favorite so far. I kind of wish I had this in this color. I didn't think I'd like this, but I'm starting to like this color as much as I like the color on the 19X. I kind of wished this one. This is probably my favorite slide cut. I kind of wish that was ported. Now, we're not going to fire it with this one. I just still have it in there. I stuck it back in there. We've got the black barrel coming that still could be going in this one, or it could be going in the 19X, and this one could be going in that one. I just haven't decided which way yet. Or I may decide I like one color better than the other on both, and I'll have to order another barrel for $40 or $50. But hey, who's counting, right? So anyway, guys, if you have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and start doing a little cleanup here. Put them below. So as you can see, we're the port. Let me take the other one apart. It doesn't look too bad inside. Take this off camera. And I did have this in both of these, but I didn't take one out. The Shadow Systems doesn't have it, but it is on a Gen 4 setup over a Gen 3. So I don't know if that's up, but they all felt very good. I felt like I was right back on. You know, I really wasn't stopping to take aim, but as soon as I felt like my dot or my sights, because I did start using the dot there for a while. It's kind of weird. I didn't have them, I didn't take time to sight in the red dots, but I did turn them on, and I held my irons where I was holding and seeing where it was off. So then I just kind of moved the red dot a little bit to where I was like, okay, I think if I hold it there, it'll be closer. And then I did it there towards the end. You saw me do some more rapid stuff. I was kind of using the red dot, just trying to get it back on the same place that I originally started shooting. And they all shoot like, you can, it's pretty fast. You just, you know, fire, and then as soon as that dot is like right back where I had it, the, you know, point aim originally, and then I just let off other round, and it was all going pretty good. So there's, and I wish I had a number for you on how many rounds I put through. Like I said, between 175 200 between all of them, but I didn't set and keep track of which one. This is just with the rag, not even applying any kind of cleaner or oil or anything. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have an issue. I like all mine to have that worn look already. I mean, if you want a Gucci gun and you're buying it and that you want gold to stay gold and all that, you're probably barking up the wrong tree. It's probably not going to happen. But for me, this thing, really, the wear I'm seeing on it, it already had for me just working it. This barrel has been in and out of almost every different pistol here. Let me just spray something on this real quick just to give it one little squirt for that center stuff. I don't really have anything really. Cleans, lubricates, protects all the Lucas stuff right here. This is all I've got at the moment. So we're just going to give it a little squirt. I'll do the inside better. I'm just going to give it a little, just a barely squirted anything on it, just to see if that would help. And that center may be just chewed up from shooting. I'm not sure on the tolerances. I think it just peeled the gold completely off, if you ask me, which I don't care. I think that's what it did. Bottom still looks pretty good. So yeah, other than I'll just run a bore snake or something through that, and really won't take much. I mean, because I could go put another 200, 300, 400 rounds. All the firing stuff should be fine. Let me pull this guy apart real quick. Yes, I'm pointing it in a safe direction, which I already know they're empty, but so, oh my God, hang on. If you go back just a hair too far, you got to redo the process all over again. Come on. Uh-oh, maybe I do have a problem. This dude don't want to come apart right now. Hang on. I don't know what that was, but I had a little hiccup. So, not really, maybe just, maybe a hair cleaner, but not really. Let me pop this off just to look. Have a quick look. See, I'm not even gonna mess with the Shadow Systems yet. So yeah, this guy's still no issues. No issues up here. I'll try to show you clean. Yeah, this one's, I mean, it's not even dirty enough to like really clean. It's like ready to take it back out and shoot another, you know, several hundred rounds through it, no problem. I'd say the Shadow Systems, yeah, same way. I didn't shoot enough to even, and really I don't, other than just wiping that off, I slap this in, probably go, you know, shoot. Doesn't really need like a true clean. Like I said, maybe 60 some rounds, 70 rounds through each one. This not even a much. The Shadow Systems dealt well, broke in. Not the barrel, that was a new barrel. This barrel is the one out of it. Like, it's well worn in. But as far as this this setup was completely first time. You know, slide and the frames were the first time. They're still, I wouldn't even call them what you would call broke in yet. Just got some rounds through them to compare the comp versus the ported. So yeah, stay tuned. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to Bass and Bonsai, I know we're shooting right now. We're not even out on the water. But we'll get back out there fishing. We'll get to the range, do some more shooting. Oh, I didn't even wipe off the slide. Yeah, that at some point I guess could be an issue. Just I think it looks better. It looks better dirty. See you guys later.